Hi, I'm B, and today is my first day of construction class. It's so exciting. Ever since I was little, my dad was always my idol. He's a well-established engineer and would always tell me about the amazing adventures he had at the building site. I love listening about how kind and cheerful his co-workers are. Maybe my classmates will be just as amazing. Anyway, we better get going. We don't want to be late on the first day. Okay, we're here. Behind that door is what I've always dreamed of. My first step to following in my dad's footsteps. He's always so proud of whatever I do. Let's go inside.
Ew, a girl! Did you get the wrong room number, sweetheart? This ain't a place for a girl.
This is nothing like what I imagined. Where is the nice atmosphere my dad has always talked about? Maybe they just need to get to know me a bit more. Surely this isn't what every day will be like, right? It's just the first day. Maybe they're just stressed like me and don't know how to cope with it.
Ah, B, take a seat.
Wow, they put their bags on the remaining seats apart from one. I guess I'll take what I get and sit next to that boy at the back of the class. He's so quiet. At least he's not being rude like the others. Perhaps I'll be able to even become acquaintances with him. Hi, I'm B. Nice to meet you.
I'm Ethan. By the way, don't worry about those idiots. They wouldn't know manners even if they'd be wielded into their brains.
This year has been progressing quite normally. Some mocking remarks here and there from students about me taking construction and how a woman's place is in the kitchen, but I don't pay much attention to them. I spoke to one of the pastoral leaders about it and he advised me to just ignore them but to contact him if it gets overwhelming. My teachers are still very proud of me though, especially my history teacher. She's the one who influenced me to become an active feminist in order to advocate for better rights, to shape the future of other young people like me. She's so happy that I'm doing what I enjoy and constantly reminds me that once I'm out of school, the experience will be completely different. I can't wait to get away from these uncultured remarks and patronizing attitudes. Even Ethan was also subject of these insults. I don't understand what they don't like about him doing construction. He is a guy after all. A year has passed, and me and Ethan have become great friends. We're even going on work experience together at the same company. How amazing is that? They selected us two out of the entire year group doing construction. Clearly they acknowledge the potential I have. And finally I have a chance to work in a professional company. They were even recently bidding a major council project worth millions. I'll finally experience what little me always heard about after my dad's long day shifts. The work experience will last 3 weeks. 3 weeks of hands-on experience in a subject I absolutely adore. Tomorrow is the first day. I hope I make a good first impression. I'm so nervous but also so excited. My emotions are all over the place. Tomorrow is finally the day I'll prove that women are just as good in an industrial and practical job as men are. Like my mum always taught me, an aspiring engineer alongside ambitious feminist. I'll be the breakthrough our society needs.
So, today's finally the day, huh? Just a year ago, neither of us would believe we'd be going on a work experience to one of the best construction companies in our town, yet here we are.
It's going to be so different. School is all just jokes and immature comments. Now it's finally our chance to be recognized for our hard work and efforts.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, there's the entrance. Let's go.
Hello, hello. I'm supposing I have the pleasure of meeting B and Ethan. I'm the foreman for this site. Lovely to see you on time.
This is amazing. It's just like my dad had described it. From the start, it's a full 180-degree turn from what my first day in construction class was. These 3 weeks are going to be absolutely brilliant. A welcoming atmosphere, and I get to work with Ethan.
I'll introduce you to the team and the responsibilities you'll be expected to manage. As you are students, I'll assign someone to supervise you as I'll be busy supervising the whole site.
Everyone is so amazingly helpful and supportive. I'll even get to operate some machinery soon, of course under the supervision of the more experienced builders. This is so refreshing to what the school atmosphere is like. Such a mature environment. I'm 100% certain this is what I want to do when I'm older. Ethan has been assigned to a different supervisor temporarily, as the foreman wants us to observe different aspects of the site first, before we get to contribute to the actual process. It's so fun watching everyone carry out these tasks. 2 days at the site have passed. The work is quite exhausting, but I'm so happy to be here that it doesn't bother me. I finally know what it feels like to be in my dad's shoes, and it's the best I've ever felt for a while. Oh, my supervisor is coming this way. He probably has a new task for me to do.
B, sweetie, how about you go make me a cup of coffee instead of observing the guys' work? You're distracting them.
Oh yeah, sure. Wait, what? I'm distracting them? How?
Well, you know, a pretty girl like you sure is a sight at a construction site.
But But I'm just another person. Why can't I stand here like you?
Sweetheart, this is a man's job. You know, in my hometown, you'd be expected to stay at home constantly, so how about you show some gratitude for even being able to stand here and get going?
I can't believe it. I'm so embarrassed. No, why should I be embarrassed? I'm ashamed I didn't put him in his place. Sure, I may be a female and maybe younger, but that doesn't give him permission to insult me like that. Perhaps it's just a one-off thing. All the other builders seem really nice and friendly. A few days have passed, and no incidents like that have returned. Maybe I was right that it was just a one-off thing. Wait, is that Ethan crying over there? Ethan, what happened?
B? Oh, B, this is awful. Absolutely awful. I hate it here.
What happened? Are you hurt?
I'll tell you what happened, little lady. This disappointment to society was filing his nails on his break.
And that's it? He was simply filing his nails? Is taking care of appearance forbidden?
You see nothing wrong with that? He's a damn pansy, a homo. He's going straight to hell once his miserable existence ends.
You're gay, Ethan?
I suppose that's our friendship out of the window then.
What? Why'd that change anything?
Oh, how adorable. Why don't you go shopping together and cry it off?
This builder has absolutely no respect towards anyone. I can't wait to see his face once the foreman finds out about this ridiculous behaviour. He better expect what's coming his way. Why is everyone suddenly over here staring at us? I feel so uncomfortable. Maybe if we walk a little faster, I'll be able to ignore those stares.
Look at them go, probably off to gossip, haha. And here we have a girl and her gay best friend in their not-so-natural habitat.
There's the foreman. Finally! Excuse me, Mr. Foreman, sir. I have something to say.
Yes, B, what is it?
Some of your builders have shown extremely unprofessional conduct, which me and Ethan have been victims of. Could you please get...
Unprofessional conduct? You mean the little harmless jokes I've been hearing circling around?
Harmless jokes? He thinks it's harmless jokes? Oh, I think we're talking about two completely separate things here.
No, I'm quite sure you're both just overreacting. It's just some friendly banter.
I can't believe it. How does he not see how harmful these remarks are? I mean, Ethan is literally crying. I'm not even aware of the extent of insults he was subject of before I got to him. I can't silently tolerate all of this for another 2 weeks. Oh, I see how it is. If it's going to be like this, then we don't want to be part of this toxic, intolerant, and backwards company. Come on, Ethan, we're leaving.
Aww, is little princess going to cry to her parents?
I can't let something like this continue. As an aspiring feminist, I need to fight for equality, for myself, for Ethan. I'll make a change that'll transform this industry. They better watch out. I'm so furious. How is this even allowed to happen in a workplace? In such modern times? Has society learnt nothing? I set up a meeting with our work placement advisor to discuss this incident, along with one of the teachers from our school who was checking in on us. But the company denied all the claims on the basis of no witnesses being present. Such liars. The school doesn't want to acknowledge this either because it would eliminate a chance of prospective students attending work experience at the same company. Awful. I'm going straight to my dad's workplace. I need to tell him about all of this immediately. This will not be swept under the rug like all of the other abuse women and the LGBT community has gone through. Me and my dad have come up with a brilliant plan. We've contacted a news station with the idea of inviting a news reporter to the site to comment on how their current building product is going. It'll surely affect the company's reputation if they act like what they did towards me and Ethan, and maybe give them quite a bit to think about before they reconsider how their employees behave. The news station approved of the idea, mainly because it tied in with their newest series all about various experiences people had gone throughout their lives. A sort of human library but on TV concept. They won't see this coming. They can forget about that cancelled product worth millions. I'm in my late 20s now, and I still remember the look on the foreman's face when the reporter said she was reporting live on national TV, whilst his builders were making inappropriate remarks about her, believing it would all be edited out of the report. She was a quite attractive young woman, and was absolutely shocked to hear grown men talking about her as if she were an object, while she stood right in front of them and a camera with their permission to record. On another note, I've successfully set up my own construction company. Our first project that made this company a reality was in fact the very project the company we were on placement at was going to manage. I named the business Rainbow Bricks Limited, each colour representing the diversity of our society. It was a shared idea between me and Ethan. After those few traumatic days he decided construction wasn't quite for him, but I was in need of an accountant for my business and he didn't hesitate. Along with my business came an apprenticeship program for young, ambitious women, like me when I was younger, who wanted to pursue a passion in construction in a safe and welcoming environment. I've gained quite the amount of recognition for my work, being featured on the news and even invited on radio shows to talk about my motive for establishing the company and what I believe needs to be done to make positive changes in our society. If I can accomplish what I want, whether it complies with tradition, gender norms, or family and friend opinions or not, then so can you too. Thank you for listening. This was the story Constructing Success by Julia Popielarek, a youth ambassador at Attentive Social Enterprise.